Hello, welcome to Fortnightly Frontier, season number 2 and episode number 4. Tonight I am joined by Mr. Dianator and we will be discussing some stuff to do with Star Citizen on the best damn Star Citizen podcast ever. Woo!
Hello, one and all.
Welcome!
So, how are you doing, Mr. Loose Unit, tonight?
It's irrelevant how I'm doing. You managed to get another video clip onto Around the Verse. Well, technically...
Technically, yes. The first video was on Wingman's hangar, but this is the first video on Around the Verse.
What is the exact timestamp? Do you know that? I'm putting you on the spot here.
It's about 8 minutes and 53 seconds.
Is it actually, or are you just making numbers?
I think it is actually, yeah.
I think it was 1,000 seconds or something, which kind of makes sense. 1,008 seconds.
Something like that.
I have no idea how to remember that. Anyway. But yeah, have a look for it. It's in the show.
I will probably just play it all over this thing right now.
Now. And that was some random crap that Dianator played.
And that they actually thought was worthy of including in the show.
Yes. Anyway, the MISC Reliant concept sale is on now.
Mm-hmm.
Go pick one up.
I think shall we get one? There is a news van variant coming soon.
It's only $50 for the it's $50 for the base ship, and then there'll be some extra for the variant.
Right.
I'm tempted to spend more money on this game. I shouldn't be. Why am I doing that? It's idiotic.
Well, it is the perfect ship for us. We can just fly around. It's a 2-person ship. We can fly around and record Fortnightly Frontier in the comfort of our own cockpit.
Yes, I think we'll have to discuss that at some point in the next day or so, and probably get one.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it is a sexy transforming starter ship,
and Star Citizen needs more money. $100 million bucks, here we come.
They've only made 83 million so far. How can they even survive on that little money? I don't know.
It's terrible.
Yes,
Terrible.
Woof.
Oh fuck! I can't hear anything in these headphones. I need to bring my studio ones home while we're doing an episode.
Yeah. Yes, woof.
Sorry, for those, if you're going to put that in the episode, for those watchers, listeners.
Well, it is actually a video podcast, so yes, viewers is the correct
Unless
term.
they're on SoundCloud. And
then yes, of course, yes, we are on SoundCloud now.
Those people partaking in the viewing or listening of this show. What the fuck was that for a sentence? We need a blooper section at the end of it by now.
Nah, I'm keeping everything in. Go.
Okay. Fuck. Anyway, there's a dog that lives next door and it's barking really loud and in the hallway, so sorry about that. Anyway.
Continue, please.
Disco Lando.
What about him?
Recently, he sent some pictures of Arena Commander and Star Marine. So with the two logos, Arena Commander on one side and Star Marine on the other.
Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
One of those pictures contained the URL of a content delivery network link or address for a playable copy of Star Marine. So and someone actually managed to guess the URL of it pretty easily and grabbed a copy of playable Star Marine, about 40 gigs worth of playable Star Marine. It's locked, so you need to have an access code to get at it, but I imagine they can be brute forced pretty easily with the right equipment, or reasonably easily, possibly.
Yeah, but what are you going to get with that anyway? You do need multiplayer to play, and so are you going to play against the development team?
I have no idea. I don't know.
They're just going to see somebody with a random nickname there, and then I don't think you'll have access to it for very long.
I have no idea. We haven't managed to get a copy of this yet, and I haven't seen any YouTube videos or anything of it yet. I assume that will come at some point, possibly. I'm not particularly worried because, I mean, yeah, it was really silly of them putting it in the publicly accessible content delivery network in the first place. That's just really a bad idea.
Yeah,
but I mean, it is a very early development on the game, and I mean, there was a beta version of Half-Life that came out.
Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2, yeah. And I actually was playing that. Downloaded it on dial-up.
Yeah.
I still bought the game, though. It didn't affect
Exactly, I did the same thing, and I bought the game as soon as it came out, and then I bought it again in Orange Box.
I did as well, I guess, then.
Yes, and I think that it's not gonna matter anyway because this game features such a widespread early access format that once they release it, it's gonna be like a few weeks from now, it's gonna be for everybody anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like, people pirating the game is already a non-issue, really, because of the way it's funded in the first place. Pirating the game is not going to affect how the game's built or the future of the game. It's really not, because those people that pirate it are not people that will be paying for it anyway. It's not lost revenue in a way, I think. And I think many people, when the Half-Life 2 thing happened, were very concerned about how it would affect sales of the game, when in actual fact it really didn't.
I think it actually just boosted the sales.
Yeah, exactly. It was just some early content.
Well, this just brings it back to whatever the issue with piracy is, because I really don't think that piracy hurts sales. It is basically an illegal version of a demo system.
Well, I have...
If you can afford it. If you can't afford it.
Yes, I think yes and no. I think yes and no on this point, on piracy in games. I mean, Steam has changed this massively in the industry. But when I was younger, before Steam was really useful as a tool and had a lot of games on it, I pirated a lot of games. An absolute... Every game that I played was basically pirated, unless I wanted to play online, and then I bought it. And Steam came along and made it easier for me to buy a game than to pirate it. I can go into their store, pay $10, $20, whatever, buy a game, right-click, install, click another button, continue, done. It's there. It's downloaded.
Digital content delivery is, the future. It was when they started, and then they did a good thing by starting the whole thing up. But I still think that... Because I bought several games that I thought were worthy of it. And I didn't pirate it because I wanted to pirate it. I pirated it because I couldn't afford it. I had to save up for several months just to get a game. Like Unreal Tournament 2004, I still have the box over there. I bought that way before Steam came out, and I had to save up for months. I didn't have any allowance.
Yeah.
Because we were poor.
Yeah, and the Steam sales have changed that for a lot of people, I guess.
As well.
And that's basically my rule now, is I only really spend €10 on a game. Unless it's Star Citizen. Unless it's Star Citizen, or games like Assetto Corsa, which I also play quite a lot of. Really love that.
Yeah, it's very nice, yeah.
I think I paid full price for Space Engineers as well. It wasn't on sale when I bought it. It was €23 or something, so not too bad. I really made that effort not to spend too much on games now. And I also haven't pirated a game in a very, very long time, actually. I just wait to play it. I got to that age where I don't need to have it right now. I can just wait.
Right, and
play
since
it.
you have, just like me, we have a bit of disposable income. We don't really have to resort to piracy to play the games that we really want.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice when you get a bit older, I guess.
But that was quite a bit of a diatribe off topic.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
We're talking about Disco Lando and the untimely release of Star Marine.
Release of the beta of Star Marine that no one has actually played.
The beta of the alpha.
The beta of the alpha of the alpha of the alpha of the poo.
Of the poo.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it is a bit poo right now. They still haven't released it. We're still waiting with bated breath
to see what it's going to be like. Or we could just wait for the real thing, which will potentially be out sooner than any of these other videos.
Well, if what you say is true and cracking the password is going to require about a week of brute force, I think that just waiting for the official release would be much more prudent. It might actually be out sooner.
Yeah, possibly. But I think the biggest thing here is that they need to really look at how they do this security of it anyway, because putting it on a public content delivery network is really not the right way to go.
No. They do use shotgun, but is shotgun usable for such things, or is it only for actual source material?
I have absolutely no idea what the hell shotgun is.
If anybody
so I can't
knows
answer that
what shotgun is and how it performs, please do let us know in the comments.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway,
off to Hyper News. Take it away, Joe.
I can't do the transition properly.
No, you can't do that transition anymore because we don't do video cameras anymore, so...
That's dumb. We should do video cameras again.
Should we?
Video cameras... No.
No.
Shouldn't. Maybe we'll come back for specials and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, maybe for specials.
Anyway, $83 million has been reached. No stretch goals, as there hasn't been for the last $20 million. I don't even know why I'm yabbering on about that. Nearly 900,000 citizens, under 2,000 citizens to go before we hit 900,000. And then only another 100,000 to go before 1 million if you don't know how to do maths at a basic first grade level.
Bug Smashers, one of the more favorite segments of Aroundiverse, now has a separate show. We forgot to mention that last episode. Congratulations, Mark Abent.
Yes, you now have your own TV show on YouTube.
You've made it to the big leagues, son.
Big league.
Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's it for the Hyper News. And this episode of Fortnightly Frontier.
It is indeed.
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing.
Kind of disappointing. It's a bit short. I was actually very much hopeful that Star Marine would have been released by now, so we'd had actually something concrete to talk about, but no such luck.
No such luck, not yet.
Not yet.
On the flip side, I have some good news about my job, which will mean I potentially will be able to look at upgrading my machine, so I will actually be able to play Arena Commander in the future.
Oh, fantastic.
Anyway, that's it for this episode of Fortnightly Frontier. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, favorite, add it, comment. If you hate us, comment. Tell us you hate us, because then I can abuse you back. It's great fun. I've never done it before, but I'm sure it will be fun.
And we will see you where?
In the verse.
But wait, there's more!
Yes, there is.
Fortunately for us, we still had a bit of time to record before releasing the episode, so this is an addendum.
Yes.
First off, I'd like to start with this beautiful video of a thing called Star Citizen Ship Viewer. It is a Unreal Engine powered viewer that utilizes assets from the Star Citizen Holo Viewer pages, and it compiles all of the ships into one single map which you can walk around and check the relative sizes thereof.
Yes, go check that out. Link will be in the description below on how to do that, I guess.
Yes, it is a very useful tool and informative, because here you have the Mustang, the 300 series, and behind you have the whole series.
Yes, and there's quite a difference.
It's quite a difference, yes, but, and this is a big but, this is something that we gained from the previously mentioned Stamming leak.
Yes, they they have not been able to crack or run the game yet, but they can unpack it and get the assets out.
And this is, we presume, the asset for what's it called? A Super Dreadnought class Retribution.
Yes, the Retribution is the big gunship dreadnought thing. Looks like it's got some epic guns on the front of it.
Looks like the whole front of it is a single gun.
Yeah, you can fire an Idris out of that thing.
But yes, judging by these comparisons, it's about 2 or 2.5 kilometers in length.
Yeah, maybe more.
Maybe more.
But yeah, about that, it sounds like a relatively good guess. But it looks kind of cool.
There's a lot of other things that were also released during the leak, but I thought this was just about the only thing worth mentioning.
Yeah, in there's updated. Well, there's the Panther shown with its
the Pegasus.
wings. It's the Pegasus now.
Yes.
Or the Panther or the Pegasus, one of the two. But yeah, that with its asymmetrical wing hanger, the Wanger.
The Wanger.
Updated pics of the Idris, the Kingship, Cleaver,
several other Vandal ships.
Yeah, the blade looks awesome.
It does,
as well,
yeah.
by the way. Yeah, and F8 as well. Is that a MISC ship? I think F8 Lightning.
I actually have no idea.
I think so. Just going off memory. Yeah, and the Hunter as well. I've seen some pictures of that.
I'm sure there will be a lot more leaks coming when people release these assets, but this was the most interesting of them all because I had no idea that ship was so fucking big.
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive. And we were just looking before at some comparisons of ships from other games and other universes, like Star Wars universe and Warhammer universe, where they're like 20-kilometer long ships. And then you realize that whilst the Star Citizen ones are quite a lot smaller, they actually will be fully functional with they're basically designing real ships here and prototyping them out in a video game in a sense.
Yeah.
Not like creating a big block box or one big texture and then like an Eve where you can have those massive ships. They're just basically a model. There's nothing inside them.
Yeah, basically it's just a shell with several attachments.
Exactly.
I do wonder where in Squadron 42 the Retribution is going to be featured.
I don't know.
Maybe some huge battle versus a kingship.
Potentially not in the first release of
Yeah, could be
it, or at least maybe you'll see it in the first release, but it won't be the finished ship there.
Well, anyway, just a little addendum to an already excellent episode of Fortnightly Frontier, and we will see you again
In the verse.